Bitcoin just closed its first 4-hourly candle above all-time high, and the last time this happened, Bitcoin went absolutely exponential towards the upside in the coming hours. So make sure to watch this video till the end, because I will be exactly explain what currently is going on with the price action of Bitcoin since we're pumping on the weekend, the most important data points, the most important charts, and many more important stuff will be getting discussed on today's update video, including some interesting price targets. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And right now, indeed, Bitcoin is pumping over the course of the weekend. That means is that we're creating a semi futures grab, and the fact that Bitcoin is right now pumping is most likely retail, because over the course of this weekend as well, we're seeing a lot of altcoins actually explode. And before going in towards the content, guys, 7 days ago I made a video on altcoin Rover, my top 5 AI cryptos that are going to explode in 2024. Some of those coins I mentioned are already up over 300 to 400%, which is absolutely insane. Altcoins are exploding, so if you want to be learning on how to make money trading altcoins, go to Altcoin Rover, where I'm trying to upload almost every single day to learn you guys on how you can trade altcoins properly. But going further in towards the Bitcoin content, of course it is weekend, and usually once Bitcoin is indeed creating price action, and usually once Bitcoin is pumping or dumping over the course of the weekend, it usually tends to come back towards the mean, which is of course in this case the 68,000 US dollars. And right now we're still trading significantly above it. So either we're going to create a CME gap, which is of course a very likely scenario that could be just happening, or Bitcoin is going to come down here over the course of the weekend and then once again see that big move on Monday. Because right now, clearly, because it is weekend, BlackRock is not the one who's buying. It is most likely retail, and since Bitcoin is trading at all-time highs, interest is higher, and we're starting to also see more volatility happening over the course of the weekend. So that is very interesting to be seeing right now here. I mean, we can clearly see the Bitcoin closed its first 4-hourly candle above all-time high. And the last time we did that was in 2020, once Bitcoin was breaking its all-time high. And that second candle afterwards straight away pushed Bitcoin up higher. And I mean, the structure right now compared to the last time Bitcoin broke its all-time high is completely different. And I do really think that it is likely that it is different because right now also we're in a different environment with large amounts of buys and buy pressure from these ETF issuers. So Bitcoin is basically seeing the price getting squeezed up higher. It is currently just literally consolidating below all-time high. So we're creating somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern. We're seeing the price action getting squeezed below all-time high, and honestly, this is just super bullish. And I still see people be very bearish on the market, but I don't believe that this is a time to be bearish, because once Bitcoin is going to be breaking out, which it is going to be doing anytime soon here, because we're knocking on the resistance and clearing sell orders as we speak, we are going to be having an explosive breakout, just like we had in 2020. Because in 2020, once that explosive breakout started, Bitcoin surged over 21% towards the upside in just a matter of 24 hours, which is insane. And I'm expecting something similar is going to be happening once we're clearly breaking out of this price compression pattern where we're currently trading in. So make sure to get ready for that. This is not the time to get trapped. This is not the time to get fooled. This is not the time to be bearish at all in the market. And Bitcoin is just going to be having another big breakout anytime soon. And especially since the halving is only 40 days out, we're going to have another big bullish catalyst in the market, which is most likely going to catapult Bitcoin even higher from this point. Because yes, due to the halving, there will be even less production, and due to that, the buys from BlackRock will even have a far greater influence on the price action of Bitcoin right now. So on that 1 hour time frame, we're clearly still creeping up. We're still creating higher highs, and basically what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is creating somewhat of a compression pattern, right? So we're creating these higher highs, we're creating these higher lows. You could say, oh, we're creating a rising wedge pattern. This is very bearish. I mean, honestly, yeah, Bitcoin could see another breakdown, and just like we had in 2020, if it's going to take like 2 or 3 weeks of consolidation below all-time high, it is still a good thing here. But Bitcoin, you have to understand this, is consolidating below all-time highs, and that just makes me bullish and think that we are indeed going to be having that big breakout anytime soon. If we clearly break this upper sloping resistance line here on Bitcoin, that is the point where I think the continuation could be happening. And I am not necessarily expecting that the big pump is going to be happening on a Sunday, on a weekend, but I do think that tomorrow, once the new week is going to get started and once the BlackRock buy pressure enters the market again, that we are indeed going to be pushing up the new all-time highs once again. And like I said many times before, because I have studied Bitcoin for ages. Once we break clearly above the all-time high, it will only take like 3 weeks approximately before we're going to sit around $100,000, and probably even sooner with all the buy pressure we're having. It is insane, it is immense, and this is not the time to get fooled. So guys, if you want to be trading Bitcoin or trading altcoins or copy trade anyone, make sure to go to Deepcoin in the link description of today's video. I guess if you're right now sign up an account using the link below, you could be copy trading yourself. You could be trading yourself without any restrictions, because Deepcoin allows you to trade without any KYC if you sign up an account using that link below. So if interested in trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, go to Deepcoin in the link description of today's video. But like I said, Bitcoin is about to be breaking its all-time high. And just like we saw in the previous cycles, last time around, Bitcoin, it only took Bitcoin 20 days to reach the first extension level, which is the 1.618. And this case, the 1.618 is sitting around 102K. And I think, once again, this is only going to take 20 days as maximum. And that is going to be another 50% push towards the upside for Bitcoin. So are you mentally prepared for how big of a thing this is going to be? And while that is happening, we're going to get the Bitcoin halving. And I hear many people say, but Rover, the halving is a sell the news event. But you have to understand that this is going to be even a bigger bullish catalyst, because it is different this time around. And that's a very big thing to say, but it is, because clearly never before we've seen institutions buy millions and millions of dollars every single day worth of Bitcoin. And that is a thing that is currently happening. And with the supply get cut in half once again, this is only going to be a more significant event, and this is only going to be pushing up the prices even higher. And due to the fact that there's more liquidity in the market, I expect that the corrections that we're going to get in this Bitcoin bull market are going to be less significant. So if we were to be getting a 20% correction in this run up, which we have seen like 4 times already, it would be a big opportunity to actually open up big Bitcoin long positions. So yes, guys, while we are extremely bullish on the Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETF is happening in 72 days. And that's what I want to keep talking about Ethereum, because I sold a lot of my Bitcoin for Ethereum. And I am not regretting that decision, because I do believe that Ethereum is going to be eventually outperform Bitcoin. I mean, history is repeating. I've talked about this chart many times before. And if we look to the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin value, I mean, honestly, we're still in a very early stage of this gigantic next breakout. And we can see that altcoins are exploding left and right, and eventually Ethereum is going to be massively benefiting from it, because what many people don't know here, Ethereum is currently deflationary, and the supply shock is already happening on Ethereum, and especially with those especially with the ETF coming by, and with a deflationary aspect on Ethereum, I believe it's going to be massively pumped. So I decided to sell off 20% of my Bitcoin I owned and invest it all into Ethereum. So my portfolio right now is only like 10% Bitcoin, 40% Ethereum, and the rest is altcoins, so 50% altcoins, because my altcoins have been performing extremely well recently. And maybe I'm going to make a video about all the altcoins I'm exactly holding. But you have to understand, in the last 7 days, Ethereum squeezed out 34,000 of their supply. And like you can see, if I select it, since the merge happened, you can clearly see it's a wave of like a deflationary wave. But currently, since we are in a bull market, Ethereum is getting used a lot. Meme coin season is there. Yeah, Ethereum is doing an extremely good job here, and eventually it is going to become more and more scarce, and that is just going to be an even more bullish catalyst for this upcoming bull run. So please don't fade on Ethereum right now. I decided to sell off a lot of my Bitcoin for Ethereum, whether you like it or not. It is going to be happening. So yeah, guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, subscribe to my channel, Altcoin Rover. Check out the videos I've uploaded. If you go to the channel and check out like the last 5 videos, they're all super valuable, and they will learn you something about how to make money with trading altcoins, or why altcoin season is starting right now, or how I'm turning 10K in 3 million. So make sure to check it out. It's Altcoin Rover on YouTube. But anyways, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did learn something from it. If you did so, slap with that like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys back tomorrow on another update video. Once it is once again a normal day where we're going to have immense buying pressure from BlackRock again. So peace out, goodbye, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.